Well, anyway, so all I was going to say is that maybe that's a great deal for me because, like, let's say hypothetically I make $1 million a year and I can afford all those loot boxes. And maybe that's not a great deal for you because you make $25,000 a year.
Right.
And maybe you need to consider that as well, that, like, this might not be the deal for you or the thing for you, or maybe, like, you know, looking at the chances of, let's say you buy 5, you get absolutely garbage dog crap. Maybe you need to think about how, well, maybe these chances are not worth putting money into. That's something that I sadly had to do with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yu-Gi-Oh cards are really fun. In some ways, it almost seems like they're designed to be addictive. I can't prove that. I don't know if that's the case. But, like, the idea of opening the packs and almost gambling in some ways to, like, get something is really fun. And when you win big, it's like, you know, a casino. It's like, oh, man, you know, you feel so good.
It's that rush. I just pulled this amazing thing. Yes.
But there came a point where I was like, I could just buy the cards that I want for cheaper than I'm buying these packs to maybe get them.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to kind of look at those things, and I think that it's not that sponsorships are bad at all. It's more just like looking at it for yourself as well. Like, hey, is this fun? Is this not? Do I want to put these resources into this? Do I not want to? I think that a lot of times the salesman mentality of, I'm not saying you shouldn't trust anybody, because like I like to think that there's people like me who would only take a sponsorship if they like the thing, because that's what I would do. I've been approached.
Yes, because then you're representing something that you actually are okay with and proud of to show your subscribers, instead of like, well, I just wanted some money and here's this kind of okay brand that doesn't really have a great brand, you know?
But there's plenty of people who don't do that.
Yes.
Is all I'm trying to say.
For sure.
And I guess that's something to be mindful of, is basically, let's go to the Dixon Docks shooting.
I like that.
That's actually, wait, there's something on the way. That's something to just be mindful of, is that, like, there's a lot of people who don't have your best interests at heart. And I'm not saying they're bad people, because they also are trying to get by and make enough money to survive off business deals. But I have turned down, I'm not going to say who, but I've turned down one sponsorship. I've been offered 3. And one I turned down just straight up because it was a fraudulent thing. Like, so it was a company that sold really bad products, in my opinion, that were not worth recommending to anyone. You know?
Yeah.
And I could have made probably a few $100s off of that. Very easy. It was like a 15-second just say, hey, check our stuff out. Could have made a couple $100. But, you know, like, to me, I also think that the value of, like, people trusting me and feeling not garbage about myself is worth more than that couple $100 for that.
Right.
I don't know. And that's not like, hey, look at me, I'm great. I'm just saying that I think that
More people should draw that line, though. It's
Yeah.
like, well, listen, I don't think that this should be something that's forced, or not even forced, I guess, but broadcasted to the general public, because it's not good for them, and it's really just them getting taken advantage of. So I'm not going to be sponsored by that. I don't think it's good for the people that follow me and that watch my stuff. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't think that's necessarily the case with everyone. I think it's an opportunity over, like, they choose the opportunity over the people, I guess, you know, which is kind of a sad thing.
Well, and I think both need to be valued, because, like, I think the people need to be valued more, but also at the end of the day,
Yes.
most of us don't make enough money to live just off of this. And I put in more than 40 hours a week.
Right.
So when people say things like, get a real job, or why don't you do this or that, again, I've said it 100 times. My dad had a job with the most job security ever. They fraudulently fired everybody and rehired them to not pay them their benefits, and none of them had the money to take the company to court. So they got away with it. That was a job with job security, by the way, that he went to college for, by the way.
Yeah.
A real job. And so it's like, for me, I'd rather take my chances and just do my best, and I put in probably 50, 60 hours of work a week,
Yeah.
and I'm willing to because I enjoy what I'm doing. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, but, like, a lot of us don't make the money that we need to live. Like, I can't move out yet off the money I make.
Right.
And it's not feel bad for me. It's just, like, that's why people take sponsorships, is to offset the cost of the things that they do and try and make money and
And then
try
hopefully
and
get more sponsorships
Yeah.
later and build up the brand. Yeah, I think it totally makes sense. And I think sponsorships are a good thing. I just think you draw the line at some,
you need to
know?
be careful with them.
Yes.
Because, like,
Yeah.
people trust you, and I don't want to abuse that.
Indicates the victim tried to escape before succumbing to his wounds.
Yeah, that's my issue with it, is, like, people who abuse that trust. Like, there is nothing wrong with sponsorships, but, like, I think you should at least, even if you don't love the thing that you're sponsoring, like, let's say it's maybe not your favorite product in the world, you should at least trust it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I don't know. Like, if I sponsor a free game, I want that free game to be fun and feel like it's not taking advantage of people, for example. It can have microtransactions or something. I'm not really against that because the game is free. But, like, I want to feel like that's not taking advantage of people. You know, that's all I mean. It's not that everything has to be perfect, but, like, just not a scam.
No, because those games, like you said, they are free, and you can play them for free forever, and you can do that. It will likely take you longer, if you do that, which is fine. It's frustrating, I think, that it's like, well, if you want to get along faster, though, you can pay a little bit of money and move right along.
But if you don't want that, you can pay $60 for Dark Souls and never do that.
That's a fact. There you go. Yeah.
And you already put your $60 in, and you got your full experience, and there you go.
That's it.
It depends what business model you want. A lot of those models are for people who don't have as much money, or for kids, or people who just want to play something for fun.
Yes.
See if you can ID the subject in the shots.
Certainly, sir. Just give me a moment. Here we are. One Chucky Burks. I'm sending you his last known location.
I don't know. I hope that makes sense, though, because, like, it's more... Like, I like sponsorships. I'm glad that companies are willing to work with YouTubers and stuff now, and actually, I think we have a lot more influence than a lot of TV. Because young people don't care.
By far, in my opinion.
Young people don't watch TV and say, oh, a commercial. I'm going to buy that. They just
stick
don't.
around. Unless it's flex tape.
Yeah. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Dude, what you do is you go in the exit orifice, right?
Naturally.
And you destroy it.
Okay.
And then you have to fix it with flex tape at the end. That's a lot of damage. To do a little square around it. Or you actually have to slap it right on there, and then you poke a hole in it with like a needle so they can go to the bathroom. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of...
How's it looking back there? Kind of like a Chili's meal on a Thursday afternoon that sat out all day, but you're looking fine.
But Phil fixed it. Thank you, Phil.
Phil Swift.
Phil.
The only thing he doesn't do swiftly is finish. Is Phil Swift the Billy Mays of 2020?
Oh, I hope so, dude.
Would
Billy Mays here.
Would you sleep with Phil Swift? Yes or no?
Yes
or yes, sorry.
Yeah, thank you for correcting that. The question and answer is always yes.
Okay, good.
Both the question and answer.
Phil Swift. That's a lot of damage!
Yeah, Phil, no, that's too much damage.
No, Phil, stop your damage.
The flex seal.
Yeah, do you think when Phil Swift finishes, it's just Flex Seal? Like, it's in his veins. It's like...
It's like his Bane Venom, where...
Yeah, he just does Flex Seal.
Oh. No!
What do you want? Justice. You killed a man. Why?
He was gonna expose our counterfeiting. I didn't have a choice.
You always have a choice.
Batman says, "You had a choice when you killed my uncle." Why did it just skip the Alfred?
No, we did it. Victory Royale.
You didn't click anything, did you?
Nothing. Not a single
thing. It just
thing.
skipped it?
Yeah, it just moved right along.
That's weird. Can we take out that sniper? He's kind of bothering me. I don't like it. He's got that laser pointer. He's pointing it at like a dog, and the dog's chasing it.
Yeah, I don't think I appreciate that.
Ooh, ledge takedown. We got him, R2.
Oops.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, that could have been the Predator takedown or Predator encounter where we didn't use any takedowns, you know?
Ah, that's fine.
We'll do it again.
Another one.
I'm not worried. All right, so should we go to the main mission?
Do you think so?
We haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a main mission.
Let's go see
The only reason I was doing side missions is because people were like, "Can you please do some side missions before you finish this game?" And I was like, "No.
No, I won't.
I won't do that." You have to hit Y to mark it, but it's already marked, so it doesn't matter.
So you don't get it.
It doesn't matter. You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. No, I don't think I will.
No.
Oh, hey.
Don't think I will.
Cap, are you still there?
He's that old. He's like, no, huh?
Cap, no, please.
What if Captain America runs for president in that universe?
Captain America?
Yeah, stop the crime in progress. We have to do those too.
Oh, yes. Wait, no.
Yeah, it's down there. 10 years. There you go.
All right.
Hey, can you do this? Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
Are you serious?
Wait, are they all working together? There's cops and bad guys.
Yeah, they're all gonna take you down, dude.
Big fan of that. But dude, I was gonna add. So we never really talked. So EA potentially buying the games. Do you think that's actually a possibility? Because I've heard that. Like, I'm curious if you think that's actually gonna happen.
I think it's a possibility, but I think that they would be more likely to sell to Microsoft because Microsoft can both probably pay more.
Dude, whatever.
I think Microsoft can probably pay more, and I think that Microsoft also can provide platform exclusivity where they would say, hey, here's $10 million to make it on Xbox Series X only for 2 years. And I think that that would be more money in the long term for, the company.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. However, I think that none of it will affect the next Batman game. You're doing so bad. I think that none of it will affect the next Batman game because that thing is probably so far into development that there's no way that an exclusive deal now would change anything. I think they would affect future WB games if they did.
Dude,
that.
I hit the button there.
You
This
have
has
like
been
an instant
terrible.
takedown, right?
Dude, what is that? Stop!
You're so out of practice.
I know.
Well, it sucks because you've been playing the last whole 20 minutes.
What, dude?
Just put off all of my failures on you.
Gosh. There we go. All right, now.
This is epic. Oh wait.
No. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I think Microsoft's more likely, and I'm totally fine with that actually if they do. I think that people can't complain about it at this point because Spider-Man really probably never should have been an exclusive game for Sony because it was never an exclusive title ever. So it was kind of weird that they turned Spider-Man into a Sony mascot in a way.
Yeah, dude. I was kind of, I don't know. I felt bad because a lot of, my friends who have Xboxes, I'm like, have you ever played it? And of course they haven't, but it never crossed my mind, I guess. Like, why was that something that they could never really enjoy? That's kind of sad.
Because Sony foot the bill, and that's
really
how
tough,
exclusivity
dude.
works. And I get it. It's not fair, but
And we had that with Arkham for a long time. We got
that's,
a lot of the good stuff.
Well, yeah, and that's capitalism.
Yeah.
So it's like, they foot the bill for the game, or they give you $10 million to say, hey, it's only on this platform, or whatever, and offset and give you more money than you would have made off the other platform as well, and you do it. It's the same with From Software and Bloodborne. So, I don't know. I agree with you, though.
Yeah, it's just kind of a shame.
But it's hypocritical to complain about Batman, maybe not you, but I've seen people do this. It is hypocritical to whine about Batman becoming a console exclusive, though, if you're a Sony person who didn't care that Microsoft people couldn't experience Spider-Man.
Right.
That's like at that time, you have to have a little self-awareness. That this happened to other people as well.
Like, now that you're missing out, it's a shame. Yeah.
Yeah, now that you're missing out, it's a problem. But when somebody else was missing out, it was like, whatever. I don't like that attitude. I've never liked that. And in fact, the amount of that I've seen, part of me, pettily wants it to just be a PC and Xbox thing.
Really?
Yeah, because, I think it would be kind of funny for people to get a taste of what that's like. Because I don't think the Sony people, and I am one, I play predominantly PlayStation and PC. I probably play my Xbox a couple times a month, It's used more for a Blu-ray player.
Right.
However, I think that the Sony people haven't experienced that in quite a while, and I think it's time for an awakening. But no, I don't think most of those I don't think most of those people who had no empathy for that already are going to have the self-awareness to even develop it in terms of understanding that's what it felt like. They'll just feel bad for themselves.
Yes.
But still, I think it's funny. I know that's petty, but I just think it's amusing. And as somebody who can and does get all the platforms, it's not going to affect me. So it's not like I'm going to be missing out. It's more just, can you take out that
relay?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think those last two guys have to be taken out. Now, in a perfect world, I don't really want anyone to miss out on it.
No, right.
To be honest. My point is just more I find in some ways I think it would be amusing for the people who've been a jerk about Spider-Man. Oh, you don't get Spider-Man because you're on Xbox. Ooh. I think it would be really funny for those people not to be able to play Batman. That would amuse me greatly. Now, the people who aren't that way, I think it's a shame if that happens because they don't, I don't want to say don't deserve that because none of it's about that, but they would be losing out, and that's too bad. Let's get that. Let's get the final heavy reel because those are really good.
Oh, fantastic. I agree.
Because now we can shoot people up to ceilings and stuff.
Oh, right. We've been trying to do that forever,
The people who weren't like that, though, that's a real shame if that happens to them, you know? Like, just the kids who can't afford our console, or maybe the people who work really hard and don't have the disposable income to put into 3 platforms and all this stuff. I mean, I think those people should be thought of, but I also think at the end of the day, the sad thing is that, like, so you have to charge that up, then you have to pull out the hacking device right away. That'll open up. You hack that thing over there in 15 seconds. So you have 15 seconds.
Go.
It's very hard to do. I think that the problem, though, is that, like, not to say, like, well, sorry you don't have money, but I think that the gaming industry kind of looks at it that way. Like, well, this isn't, how do I say this?
What?
I think that the gaming industry sometimes, as a whole, not any specific company, thinks of these things as, well, these are not purchases you need anyway. Like, these are entertainment. So it's the same thing if something comes out only on Blu-ray. It's like, if you don't want to buy a Blu-ray player because you don't have the money, then we'll sell to someone who does. And that sucks because a lot of people miss out. But I don't know at what point things should be made affordable and available. I mean, they're obviously never going to be free, but I think that they should be accessible to the general public because this is just like sports, are like a distraction. This is our Roman Colosseum. This is our way to escape, have fun, experience something that's not the pains of real life. Yes. And it sucks when people can't experience those things to me. Does this make sense? I don't want to come across on either side like exclusives are from Satan himself, or that I don't feel the pain of people who can't play them. Because I was a kid who grew up, I know the school we went to would probably beg otherwise, because you and I went to a private school, but just like your dad did, my mom and dad struggled really hard to put me through the school that I went to, and that's where all of our disposable income went.
Yes.
I didn't want to go there, but they really wanted me to learn in that environment, and so they put me through a school that they thought was better for me.
Right.
It did not go to video games. I would get a couple video games a year as a birthday present from other people. I was a child. I didn't have a job. My parents didn't have money for expensive TVs, or we didn't have money to get anything other than dial-up internet until after the year 2000, probably 3 or 4. So, like, my point is, we had no money.
Yes.
I get what it's like to not be able to have fun things because you or your family doesn't have money. It's not that I don't get that. I think the problem is that the entertainment industry doesn't really take that into account. They take into account what's good for them with all of these things, no matter what company I think it is. I think they take the how is this going to benefit us into account, and not the, well, that guy doesn't have money.
It's not.
I think that's exactly. Oh, hold on.
Man, the same one I saw at the riot in the precinct's holding cells earlier. I should scan his corpse. The victim was dosed with a chemical that caused temporary deformation of his physiology. I'll need to check the autopsy report to find out more.
I like to think this is called PN-1, like PN-1.
PN-1.
The victim seems... Wait, look at him from this angle here. 1 second. Oh, whoops.
Get in there. Oh, yeah? Good. What do you think? What is it?
The victim appears to have a massive erection. He's been using PN-1. PN-1. If you look closely, it's P3N1S.
This stuff...
P3N15.
So that's supposed to penis.
Alfred, I need you to run P3N15 through the back computer. Sir, I'm getting a lot of pictures of Magic Mike XXL. Alfred, you're in my personal movie database. I'm going to need you to check the crime scene analysis.
Master Bruce, this is not funny for the 15th time. Giggling. Okay.
Are we done in here, really? That was it?
No, I think we have to go find their morgue report.
Oh.
Well, maybe.
No, maybe the autopsy report can tell me more.
So where is that?
Oh, maybe the autopsy report can tell me more. I'm Batman.
Shut!
Okay, well, oh, geez, is he having like a stroke?
Yeah, I'm really having a hard time with this whole autopsy report. Sorry,
I think it's up on the computer, actually. Or no, wait, it's this little weird computer right there. This is the only computer in the game that matters like this.
That thing doesn't look like anything.
No, it looks like the nuclear launch codes.
It really does.
Interesting. The victim was using a powerful compound with many similarities to the street drug Venom at the time of his death. It changes the user's muscle and bone structure, greatly enhancing strength for a temporary period. It appears that whatever this compound is, it reduces mental capacity in several ways, including severe damage to the brain's memory center. Prolonged use could seriously compromise the user's memory. There's Bane's tracker.